See if anybody hops in. Just sitting in my truck. Went and got myself a chimichanga. I don't know why my hair is doing this. We'll see if anybody comes in. Hi, Lori. I'm doing good. Just sitting in my truck. I went and got myself a chimichanga. I ate the crispy part and the chicken from the inside. Because, you know, I have a thing with crispy. And so just little pieces and pick the chicken out. Like a chip. And do some guacamole. Thank you. I got it at Costco for $16, actually. I don't know if they still have it, you know, because, you know, Costco changes their stuff all the time. But I apologize if the lighting's not the best, but see? Can you all see that? Mmm. That sounds good, Lori. I was starving. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live with y'all because I haven't done a video this week. I've been going to the gym. The doctor released me, the back doctor released me and told me I could go to the gym. Just no heavy weights. So I've been going to the gym every day. I've lost a little more weight, which, you know, they don't want me to, but it's really not, you know. It was like a pound. I've lost a pound in the last month. I think I'll be fine. But so been doing that. Back doctor says back looks good. It looks the same, which is what we want. If it looks different, that's where we get into problems. You and me both, Lori. I'm so glad I can eat. And Cruella, my pouch, likes chicken. A lot, actually. I cannot eat ground beef. Still, though, ground beef makes me so sick. But she likes chicken. I can eat steak. I know, weird, right? Like, why can I eat steak but I can't eat ground beef? The only bad part about chimichangas is they get soggy really fast. And this one's getting really soggy. But yeah. So I've been going to the gym every day. I do the treadmill. And the bike. And leg presses, y'all. I can do 40 pounds on the leg presses. Which is great. I mean, to think about it, I couldn't walk a year ago. I couldn't walk at all a year ago. And here I am, doing leg presses. It's crazy. Oh yeah, my pouch is loud still, but that's a good thing. It lets you know it's going down. You'll hear mine. The treadmill and bike are great for stamina. Yes. You know, it's so It's so neat to be though on those, and I'm not out of breath. I work out daily for at least an hour. I could spend many hours at the gym, we'll put it that way. Making sure that chicken's done. I do still have numbness, Lori. I do. Which is an issue with the back because I don't feel the pain from my back being broke. So I don't know when I'm pushing my back per se too much because I can't feel it. So that definitely is an issue. But what can you do? My body has compensated for it. There's lettuce over here. And I really want to eat it, and I can eat like very tiny bit, but I still can't really eat lettuce. And now she doesn't like cabbage anymore, like raw cabbage. I can do cooked, but before I could eat raw cabbage, and now she doesn't like that either. So it's like, you know, I don't but I get extremely bloated and look like I'm pregnant. So I now weigh 189.2 pounds. That means I have lost 168.4 pounds. I wear, so here's the, yesterday I went to Maurice's and bought some clothes. Y'all, I put on a small shirt and it fit. Which is crazy to me. Carlos just got home. If y'all don't know, we're getting divorced. But yeah, I put on that small shirt and it was like, no way. There is no way this is fitting. Yeah, it did. And I had room. It'd be tight. And it wasn't. I wish more of this was like crispy, but it's not. It's like goopy gummy. I don't like goopy gummy. Ooh, there's a crispy piece. So, I don't know. I can't wait till he moves out. It's very hard living with somebody that you spent 12 years with and they have zero emotion about the fact that they've lost you. Mine was numb for about a year, but then I started getting the feeling back. I'm hoping so. Woohoo! We're about the same, but you're taller than me, so you carry it better than I do. I'm at 170. Yeah, I'm 5'10". So you get pretty tiny anymore. It's like it freaks me out a lot. Like, you know, at the gym, there's mirrors everywhere. And so you see yourself. And that's hard. I don't know about for any of you, but to see yourself so small, is that really? And it's like, yeah, it's you. It's really you. So, yeah, Coda brought me home a taco salad because he works at a place here that's kind of like Taco Bell the other day. Just cow and ground beef. It made me so sick. I'm so happy for you. Weight loss and soon to be other loss. You need positivity in your life and not the toxic. Ain't that the truth? Like, I don't understand it. How can you, like, I don't know. It's like I didn't matter at all. Which I don't know why that surprises me, because it's not like he ever really pretended like I mattered. But, you know, it hurts to have to live and see that, like, they just move on with their life like it's nothing. Like, oh, I lost you. Oh, well. Like, I did so much for him. And it's like it didn't mean anything. It truly didn't. It meant nothing. Same here, Lori. Same here. I've been overweight my entire life. I never knew like life not being overweight. And so, okay, Cruella. It's so weird when you lose the weight that, you know, like we have. And I still feel fat too. Like, I feel like I'm still 360 pounds. And I feel like I still look like that. And I see myself in the mirror, you know, reality. And it's like, you aren't that anymore. And it it's like mind sorcery. I don't know. I don't know what this thing is down. Hopefully you can still see me. But yeah, I don't know. Yes, it's my food. They're my nails. Hey. Why? I don't know, because I cannot function with them. You're allowed to feel hurt and angry, and your feelings are valid. You want someone to fight for you and treat you with common decency and respect. That's what you deserve, girl. Yep. Leah, I want somebody that, you know, will feel, how do I say it? Like, losing me is bad. And with him, nope, not an ounce. It's like, he's just like, oh, okay, whatever. And I'm like, really? After 12 years and everything I've done for you? I guess, yeah. And my whole marriage has been like that. I hid it from people for so long. You know? And he's like, well, you're putting it out all over your channel, da 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 da. Damn straight I am. I'm going to talk about the trauma that I have suffered, because I have. I will not sit here at all and say that that man hasn't been emotionally abusive. Because, yeah, he has. I had to walk on eggshells and you know, I felt like I couldn't do anything or say anything because if I did, he'd get mad and scream at me, and nobody should have to live like that. Nobody. It was miserable. And I'm a very outspoken person. So for somebody, for me to allow somebody to do that, it's just crazy. It was he was after, I guess. I don't really know what that was. You know, and he beat me down with words to the point that I felt this big. Legit. I know it looks like I've taken a lot of bites, but I haven't. There's still tons here. I'll probably eat it tomorrow, but I'll probably take a different tortilla, like a low-carb tortilla, and crisp it up, and then put the meat that's left in here on there. But I have a feeling he feels that way about everyone. It's not you, it's him. Yeah, you know, we talked today because he still lives in my house, and I'm like, you need to move. And so he was talking about moving to a different state, and I'm like, so you're just gonna leave Coda like that? Like, wow. You know, maybe that's why I'm so angry. Like, you're hurting my kid too. Like, and I don't deal well with that. I am a mama bear from hell. And so when I feel like you are hurting my kid, the mama bear comes out. You're exactly what I needed tonight, girl. And you sharing your story is therapeutic to you and others. That's what, you know, I am going to share. I'm going to share the trauma of being with somebody who is a narcissist all the way, and how much it hurts and how much damage it really does cause. Did I allow it? Yeah, and I take responsibility for that. I take responsibility for the fact that I allowed a whole lot of things I shouldn't have. You know, and I did wake up one day and it was like, no, I'm done. I am done being told I'm nothing, being made to feel like I'm nothing. I'm done being screamed at all the time. I'm done walking around like if I make one bad move, like if I say this or if I do this, is he gonna get mad? Am I gonna get screamed at and scolded like I'm a little kid? Like, I'm a grown woman and I have been through hell over the last year and 2 months. And, you know, I couldn't get up and bathe myself. I couldn't walk. And he would just sit there and watch it instead of getting up and helping me. Like, you don't love somebody at all if you are capable of doing that. And it took a lot of like inner, what would you call it? Inner strength to say, I'm done. I'm worth more than that. Has nothing to do with the weight loss at all. Nothing to do with the weight loss. Has everything to do with the fact that I've just had enough. I have. Like, I have hurt more over the last 12 years and he's an alcoholic. And I grew up with my dad that was an alcoholic and still is. For 38 years of my life, he's done this. And I have trauma from that, of course. I have a lot of childhood trauma from growing up with an alcoholic, and it's like, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to live like that. Life is too short to not be happy. He didn't want you to have the surgery because he knew you were going to lose the weight and start to see the value in yourself and see you deserve better than what he's given you. When he met me, I had a huge confidence. And maybe that's why he came to me, was to see if he could break me. And he did. Like I said, he made me feel like I was this big. And I never thought a day in my life I would allow somebody to make me feel like that, because when I was little, my dad would make me feel like that. And he would do that to my mom, and I always said I would never allow somebody to do that to me. And then here I did. My dad is not that same person now, but because I don't allow it. But it's just like, wow. And yeah, I have, I'm sure, I have mental issues because of what I've went through. I will be on guard 24/7 when it comes to anybody else coming into my life. But and he didn't communicate, nothing. Or he'd lie all the time, like typical narcissist. And then when he would get caught lying and I would say something, it would be like, oh, well, you just don't remember, or, oh, you're being crazy, or, like I was told I was crazy all the time because I don't think it's appropriate to lie. I don't think it's appropriate for a married man to be out at the bar alone. Yeah, trust your partner, whatever. But how am I going to trust somebody that has lied to me from the start of our relationship? Should I have ever married him? Probably not. Am I thankful I did? Yes, because if I didn't, he wouldn't have adopted Coda and got Coda away from the bad guy. But yeah, I have a lot of regrets, and I have to live with those. But, he has to live with the fact that he lost me. And I'm one hell of a woman. Like, look at everything I've been through in the last year. And, that was the other thing. Like, we're struggling as a family to financially make it. And instead of getting up and, doing something about it, it just floats through life. And it's like, I'm the type of person that, if I'm struggling, I'll do whatever I need to do to make it. So here I am, still trying to heal, still numb, still sick, going through all my stuff with my phlebotomies and stuff. And I'm like, okay, watch me. So I get up, I start cooking food, selling them, doing whatever I could do. And then I started DoorDash and bringing in a good amount of money, really. And he's just sitting there watching me do it while I'm still half dead. And that's when it was like, you are willing to let me work myself to death, then help. Life is about waking up every day and trying to be better than the day before and hustling. Right now, everything is so expensive. You can't just lay there and expect a situation to get better without doing something about that situation. And that's just the difference in who we are, like me and him. I grew up on ranches. Like, we gonna do what we gotta do to make success. I grew up around cowboys who got up at 3 in the morning, you know, and I would get up with them and we'd go out and we'd round up cows or whatever it was we were doing for the day. Like, because you aren't successful laying there sleeping. You're not going to get anywhere, especially on a ranch. Like, that's not how that works. And I'm so incredibly thankful that that's the way that I grew up. I am incredibly thankful that I worked my butt off as a child on ranches. Heck yeah, I'm thankful. I would not change that for the world, you know. And I did rodeos too, and those are very difficult, but I wouldn't change it for the world because it's made me who I am. And I have raised Coda just like that, and that kid has hell of a work ethic. He's at work right now. He works 5-6 days a week, 2 jobs, goes to school. Like, people, the damage was done. People can change and you can forgive, but those memories and experiences never go away. Absolutely. He will realize that when he has to get out of the house and figure things out for himself. Yeah, he don't even know how to pay bills. He don't even know how to fill out a check. I've always ran the house. I've always done all the finances. Like, I did all his stuff for his green card. Like, I told him the other day, I'm like, pull those papers out. Every single one of them has my writing on it. I did it all of it. I crossed every T, dotted every I, and I went through hell doing that for 4 years. Like, wow. And for what? For what? I got nothing whatsoever from this relationship other than debt and damage. And I should have left a long time ago. A long time ago. But I didn't. And, you know, I will blame myself for that for a little while, but what can you do? You're amazing, strong, beautiful. You and Koda will be better off without him and won't have to walk on eggshells and just be able to feel safe and comfortable at home when he gets out. Yes. And I really can't wait for that day. You know, we've been separated for like 2 months now or more. I don't honestly remember the exact date. And he gets to drinking and running his mouth, and it's like, no. Nope. Like, you will not talk to me like that. So, is what it is. He made his choice. You know that old saying, you made your bed, lay in it? There you go. You'll figure out what you're losing when you have to do this all on your own. I've tried to show him, I don't know how many times, how to pay bills and do finances, and, you know, not my pasture, not my problem. Yes, Lori, we do. You know, and I went to counseling for a couple of years there because of this. And, you know, myself, he would never go with me. Yeah, right. Marriage counseling? Yeah, right. And it was like, he won't communicate with me. Like, I never knew what was going on. Ever. Never. I never knew if his family was coming to visit. I never knew if he planned on going there, if his mom was coming to the United States. Nothing. I never knew nothing. I never knew when somebody died. Nothing. I never knew when he was working overtime, when he was like taking days off. Nothing. Nothing. Like, who? Do you know how incredibly miserable it is to be married to somebody that can't even tell you what's going on? You know, but of course, according to him, that's my fault. Like, how is that my fault? You're making the choice not to communicate. I'm not responsible for that. How am I supposed to know that you need to tell me this or that, or because I don't even know what's happening? It's like, so much stress. Tomorrow's going to be an extremely stressful day for me. I ask for as many prayers as y'all can give me or give my family. My mom has to do her EEG, which is the wires to the brain, or, you know, it goes in your scalp or on your scalp to detect seizure activity, brainwave activity, all that. And an MRI to see what stage of dementia she's at. And I have to keep her up all night. She can't sleep because they're trying to put stress on the brain to see what, you know, because she has been seizuring. She won't admit it. And I get it. All this is very difficult. You know, I've been mourning my mom, trying not to get emotional. I've been mourning my mom since the day she got in that accident. She's never been the Vicky and the mom I know. Ever since then. I can be talking to her about what I'm going through, and she goes to a totally different subject and starts talking about that, and she doesn't remember things I tell her. She's just not there. And it's very hard to be 38, going through divorce, and still all the stuff I'm going through, and not have your mom. Like, this last over a year, going through all my medical problems and all that, she really hasn't been there. And that's so hard. Like, her body's here, but a different mom is here, a different Vicky's here. Like, the mom aspect is gone, that nurturing, because her brain can't do it. You know? So it's been hard. It's always our problem. There's nothing wrong with them. They don't need the therapy we do. I need therapy. Yep, I sure do. You know, it's just another hurdle. That's what I just have to tell myself. It's just another hurdle, and you'll jump it and be fine. I'll get through this, all of it, and I will take damn good care of my mother. Might have to do it on my own. Well, I know I will. Siblings, not much help, but what can you do? You jump the hurdle and push forward. That's all you do. Because what other choice do you have? I've been jumping hurdles for the last, I don't even know at this point. You know, I got Coda. Coda's honestly my best friend. He really is. And, you know, I just hope he gets to be successful in life and enjoy life, and I will do everything I can in my power for that to be a possibility for him. Because y'all know that kid's been through a lot too. You know, I know this last over a year has been really hard for him. But tell you what, I don't know if you'll ever meet a kid more amazing. Not to say that other kids aren't, because every kid's amazing. But the things that that child has been through and done, and he's still standing tall. He is an amazing person. And I have no doubt that he will make a huge impact on this world. And, you know, he's talked about going into politics to help children of, you know, his type of abuse. And I'm like, he's going to make a difference. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Thank you, Lori. You and I are more alike than you know, even when it comes to our kids. I know we are. You know, they both, and the older they get, you know, you keep thinking, can you get more amazing? And they do. It's like, wow. So, anyways, he should be getting off work here before too long, hopefully. So, I hope you all have a fantastic night and a fantastic weekend. Lori, you can always message me, call me, video chat me, whatever. I'm always here, always. For all of y'all, if you need a shoulder to lean on, I got one. We all need that right now. We really do. You know, just know that no matter how many times you get knocked down, you can always get back up. Always. And, you know, life can be difficult. Just keep pushing. Or as Dory says, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, because that's the best way to do. Oh, I'm glad I got to eat with you guys and I got to talk to you guys. I'm like, where is my palette? I did my makeup in the truck. I'm keeping the truck, which is a gas guzzling lovely thing, but it's paid off, so that's the vehicle I'm keeping. And it's hard to get into. I have to use a stepping stool because the doctor won't allow me to pull myself up yet with my back, which looks stupid, but oh well, what can you do? I've seen Koto grow so much through this year. I'm so proud of him. Right, Lori? People just walk up to me and they're like, he's so amazing. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like, yeah, message me if you need to, girl. I'm here for you. Thank you, Lori. You know, there's been so many of you that have given me so much support through this year. But there are a couple of you that have been by my side nonstop. And I just want to say thank you to you, Lori, Brandy, Ellie. Ellie has been a huge savior too. Sarah, Cora, Nicole. I mean, Francesca. There's several of you, and if I didn't mention your name, I apologize. y'all know my memory isn't the greatest thanks to the malnutrition. But I wouldn't have made it as far as I have today if it wasn't for you guys. Because you guys kept telling me, it'll get better, it'll get better. Just keep pushing, it'll get better. Especially you, Lori and Ellie. And no matter how much I wouldn't listen, you still kept faith in me, and I appreciate that. I really do. Hi. Trish, I can't get down from 220 and any advice? Are you getting enough protein in a day? No, I still struggle big time with protein because my pouch just really doesn't like it. If you're able to do protein shakes, that's the way to go. I'm not able to do protein shakes. She just doesn't like high protein. But I will say, chicken is the highest in protein. Rotisserie chicken is my thing. I will sit there and just eat it. Just snack on it. You know, if you've got to remember, if you're not getting in enough calories, that's just as bad as getting in too much. And it took a little bit for me to understand that because, you know, before surgery, it was like, oh, I gotta cut my calories to this. I still don't get a lot of calories, like 800-900 calories a day. And I'm trying to push a little more, especially with working out now. But my biggest advice is you'll lose it when your body is ready to, in all honesty. There were months that I was around the same weight. You know, it broke. So, anyways, y'all, Coda's calling. Francesca, feel free to message me on YouTube. You like leave comments below. You can message, and I'll do my best to help you out any way I can. So I love y'all. I hope you have and I will talk to you later. Bye.